fellow Final Fantasy IXers. I am once again your host Fuzzfinger, and this is episode 24 now of our Final Fantasy IX Let's Play / complete walkthrough series. So we are definitely cracking ahead and making good progress in the game. So we finished off in the inn here in the tree trunk in the last episode, and one thing I did forget to do, so we're going to do immediately here before we move on, is just do the magnet here for Mopley, or Mopley, whatever his name is. And there's a letter for Zidane. So this is once again from Ruby. Ruby's not a stranger to us, she has written before. I decided to start a small theatre, but I ain't had any luck finding actors. Do you know any good actors who are looking for work? Oh man, how I wish you were here. Come to think of it, you Tantalus guys look like a bunch of outlaws. Just kidding. Cooper, is she looking for actors? I want to become an actor. And we'll just double check that that's everything, which it should be. So we should say I want male. Yep. Of course, just as a reminder, when the Moogle says I want male, that means there's no further magnet to do at the time, so you can move ahead with life. Vivi's just feeling sorry for himself because the big kids were picking on him, as they usually do with poor Vivi. And we're going to head out of the inn now and grab a couple more items, first of which should be, I believe, up these steps, unless I'm misremembering things, but no, there is in fact a remedy there, so we'll grab that. And now we're just going to head over to the other side to leave this area, over the bridge. And there should be a phoenix pinion. There it is. It's between those two bridges, so make sure you grab that. And there's another shop around here as well. By speaking to Star Maiden Nina, we can purchase some standard items. Just make sure you have a few of these anointments, which cure the trouble status ailment. And we have an upcoming boss fight that will be casting the trouble status ailment, hence the reason I'm suggesting you buy those anointments. And now we're just going to head up these stairs here. And we can see this nice complex in front of us. And alas, there are more items for us to find. Just have to try and locate them exactly. I didn't particularly want to speak to Burmesian soldier Gary, but apparently he did want to speak to us. No, don't go down there. Are we back? Yes, we are. It's nice to see that Square haven't fixed the controller bug. It's still driving me potty. I'm just going to unplug my controller and try and fix this. Right, now we'll go and grab that item I was talking about, which is just up here, and it's an echo screen. And something else around here. Some Geishel greens, and we're going to actually head inside now for the final item in this area. Somewhere around here should actually be an item for us to loot, which is an equipable item. Oh, saw the exclamation, there we go. Yellow scarf. Should we see if that's any good for Zidane here or anybody else? So yeah, it's pretty decent for Zidane. He will learn the bird killer ability, but I'm happy for him to keep the equipped for the time being, the desert boots. Now, in order to continue the story, we're going to speak to the guards in this location. They won't let us pass. Ah, here we go. I have a message for Master Zidane from Lady Freya. I was told to convey the following. Zidane, this may take some time, so please wait at the inn. Right, okay. So, at least now we know where we need to go. We're going to head back to the inn and see what's going down. over the bridge again, back the way we came. And before we can go in, we get interrupted by this fella. What's the matter? It's Burmesian soldier Dan. And the Antlion's mauling a kid. The Antlion? It's usually so docile. How could... We gotta teach that beast a lesson. Yes, this calls for immediate action. I shall inform the High Priest at once. Hey buddy, well, where are you going? These Cleyrans, they're all so damn lazy. Oi, you there. Give me a hand if you think you're good enough. Right, and probably a good idea just to pop into save now. Since, if you haven't guessed already, we've got a boss battle coming up. And all nicely saved, we can head back to the area where Zidane and Queen had decided to go swimming in a little bit earlier on, if you remember, in the last episode I think that was. So follow this guy and see what is going down here. And it looks like VV. And it's that rat boy. It's the rat boy from the start of the game. Puck. If you remember him. Help me. No. Hang in there, champ. We're going to save you. And here comes Freya. Is the child alright, Zidane? Oh yeah, he's fine. Like hell I'm fine. That voice. Might it be Prince Puck? Freya, where you be? Ah! And here we go. Heading into battle. So this boss has a few nasty abilities, one of which reduces the health of our party members to a somewhat unhealthy 1 point. So first thing we're going to do is cast anointment onto those that get hit by trouble. And then we're going to use VV to send this guy to sleep. Oh, apparently I don't have a sleep spell. Okay, well what we are going to do then is throw a tent on him and try and get some status ailments to hit, such as silent, blind, etc, etc. And we're going to start stealing with Zidane. And now most of his stuff should miss. Sandstorm can still hit, but hopefully it will miss. In this case it actually didn't. So we're going to defend with VV for a second. And was that VV or was that Kina? Hopefully whatever is going to happen next will miss, so that we can cast White Wind. There we go. The reason I'm doing this is we actually desperately want to make sure that we steal the gold helm, which is a semi-rare item, sadly. So a little bit frustrating there. And has Kina been hit? No, she hasn't. So we'll once again White Wind. And that guy's slowed. And that's pretty much it for the time being. We're going to make sure our party stay healed, keep that trouble status effect off them. And then when you're ready to start killing this guy after you've got the gold vest, use Blizzard or Blizzard Art, or whatever your strongest ice spell is, with, what's his name, VV. He won't like that, especially if you've managed to send him up to sleep. That won't wake him up. Just don't use physical attacks in that case. And finally, I've managed to steal what it was I was after stealing, and that was a blooming nightmare, I'll tell you that. So what's the strongest Blizzard spell that I've got? It would be, well, Blizzard by the looks of it, which is a little bit annoying. I have got Thunder Art. But we're going to start pummeling away at its 4,000 hit points. Slowly but surely, as the case may be. So we'll go ahead and clear trouble off Cleyra. And he doesn't have anything left to steal, so he's going to have to start taking darkness off, I think. Which is through eye drops. So we'll take it obviously down there. And we'll start, well, we'll carry on, I should say, healing with Cleyra here because of that nasty ability. And hopefully we'll be able to get this enemy down somewhat soon in a reasonable time frame. Right, so hopefully we're getting close to getting this guy down. I've had to go through a ton of ethers and a ton of those anointments in this battle, and it took flipping ages to steal the items that this guy had, but a bit of perseverance and I did in fact get there. So sadly that counter horn hits it down. It is quite rare that it hits him when this guy's got the darkness ability on, and I'm not going to get a chance to resurrect him either, so he won't be getting any AP for this fight, which is a little bit frustrating. But at least this enemy has gone down, and we got the steals as well, which is what we were after. So the anointments, the mithril vest, and the gold helm are the 3 items you can steal, the latter of which is rare. And Vivi's learned a couple of new abilities there, which is nice to see. And I must have gone through about 10 ethers on on Cleyra there, because that character was casting White Wind constantly as healing against the Sandstorm. I wouldn't have wanted to see that battle without that, actually. Would have been a lot tougher. But hey, we got through it. It's not a hard fight, but because I had to basically drag it on 10 times longer than it needed to be, it just made things a little bit trickier. So we've saved Puck, and clearly Freya and Puck know one another. So all we can do now is watch these scenes. He's so rude. Vivi, much nicer. He's the first friend I ever had. I've got to tell him something. And Vivi's off again. So we've got a few scenes now. And Freya has spoken to the king here about Puck. I haven't seen him in ages. I heard His Highness left Burmecia 1 month after me. That makes it 3 years. And yet both you and Puck decided to return to me in this time of danger. I am grateful. Freya, we shall conduct an ancient ceremony to strengthen the sandstorm. Surely no enemy of ours would attack with the powerful storm, protecting Cleyra. And with the help of a dragon knight like you, the storm should grow even more powerful. Ah, the ceremony from the time when Burmecia and Cleyra were one. I understand. Zidane, I met with utter failure when trying to defend Burmecia, and I will not allow Brian to exert her will upon us any longer. You've changed, Freya. I didn't think you were so strong when I first met you. I could not bring peace to Burmecia and thus fulfill Sir Fratley's wish. But now all I can do is protect this beautiful place. Yeah, protecting Cleyra is the best thing you can do for yourself. Doing so will help me. And it looks like we get a nice musical interlude at this point. Bit of an interesting river dance here from Freya and her crew. Oh no, the harp's broken. A terrible omen this is. I can't believe the sandstorm disappeared. What happened? I don't know. I have never witnessed anything like this since we settled here. On the harp there is a magic stone. Ah, that's what that flashy red thing is. Since ancient times we have used the power of the stone to control the sandstorm. Perhaps someone is trying to invade Cleyra. I fear that you may be right, my lord. I only hope our enemies don't come up the trunk. So now there's no protection over the poor Cleyra trunk. And what's going on here with Steiner and presumably the princess? How dare they imprison us like this, those wretched court jesters. Zorn and Thorn will never get away with this. Oh, and Marcus, of course. I can't believe I got dragged into this. No one asked you to meddle in our affairs. It's pretty sad getting backstabbed by your own queen. This is all some kind of a mistake. I know the queen. She would never betray me. Yeah, wishful thinking. Who knows what she's going to do to the princess. So Steiner's still trying to defend Queen Bran, although I think he does have an inkling that something not quite right is going on with her and her mindset that's pretty bad at the minute. I must save the princess at all costs. Oh, well, she looks pretty comfortable. I wonder if Mother will even listen to me. Why did she attack Bermesia? Why did she arrest us like this? I must be sincere with her. She hasn't been herself lately. Actually, she's been acting rather strange since my birthday last year. The same day that tall man visited us. Maybe he had something to do with it. Come to think of it, that was when things began to change. Dr. Tot left Alexandria shortly afterwards too. What happened that day? Queen Bran summons you. Come with us. What? How dare you speak to me like that? Quiet! With us you are coming, and that is that. What was that phrase? Oh yeah. Get off me, you scumbag. What was that? I do not understand. Understand what she said? I do not either. Enough now, come with us. Hurry up. For so long the Queen has waited. Right, this is going to be an interesting meet. Mother. Oh, darling, there you are. Where were you? I've been worried sick. Here, come closer. Mother, there is something I need to ask you. Ooh, what is it, darling? I will tell you anything you wish to know. Did you... Is it true that you are responsible for the destruction of Bermesia? Oh, well, no wonder you look so concerned. That is far from the truth, Garnet. You see, those Bermesian rats have been plotting to destroy Alexandria for some time. I couldn't just wait for them to attack and destroy our precious kingdom, so I had no choice but to take initiative. Mother, is that really the truth? Of course. Don't believe her. I don't believe you. Oh, darling, what's wrong? Why wouldn't you believe your mother? Hey, it's Kuja. May I also play a part in this act? Act? Oh yes, an act for my beautiful play. There is a knight on a white horse, and a beautiful princess. It is a tale of tragic love. Overcome by grief, the princess must sleep for 100 years. I've seen you before. Well, it appears we were destined to meet again. My sweet angel, come to me. I will take you to a world of dreams. She is beautiful, even in sleep. Humph, impudent little girl. Zorn, Thorn, prepare to extract the Eidolons from Garnet. We still never actually got a chance to use those Eidolons, did we, because of the mana requirements. A belated happy birthday, princess. 16 years old the princess has become. Draw the Eidolons from her, finally we can. Eidolons of eternal life. Arise, depart after the 16-year wait. Let there be light and life. The time is now. Come forth, Odin, warrior of the dark. And it looks like we're not going to quite see exactly what happens there with the poor princess, but things aren't looking too good for her right there. And here we are back with Zidane, Freya and crew. Did you know the sandstorm was here for 1,000 years, and in all that time it's never disappeared, not even once? Perhaps Bran is behind all this. Oh, no doubt. It's got to be Bran. Yes, I thought you'd feel the same way. Zidane, I'm going to head down to find out why the sandstorm disappeared. Hey, I was thinking the same thing. Let's go together. I'm going to go find Vivi and Kina, and I'll meet you at the town entrance. Right, so now we're actually going to control Freya. And we need to go and meet Zidane in order to progress with the story. But before we do anything of the sort, we're going to go ahead and for the first time since before the boss battle, we're going to equip her with new stuff. And there's the gold hand that we nabbed. The gold helm even. Silver gloves. Let's go for the thunder gloves, they look pretty awesome. And we'll go for the mithril armour to learn the jelly ability. And I'm happy with everything else on Freya, so we'll just check what it is we can equip with our whopping 3 magic stones. Clear-headed prevents confusion. I mean, it is getting to the point now where some of these status defences are coming in quite useful. So we'll start levelling Freya up a little bit faster with the level up ability there. And now we're going to head back up towards the cathedral place. And this time we're going to access the room that we couldn't access earlier when we had control of the characters, the room with the harp. Because there's a few items that we're going to be able to pick up. And either there should be a piece of ore, just up here. And around the harp somewhere. A phoenix pinion. And if we speak to the High Priest, we should get another item. I hereby bestow it upon you in hopes that you may learn to use it. It's the emerald. I do recommend that you get that because emeralds are very rare, and this is one of those rare opportunities we can grab one, and grab one easily. And now that we have everything from the cathedral, we are pretty much ready to go ahead with the story. But before we do that, it would make perfect sense to go and rest up and save. In fact, resting up's not probably going to be worth it due to the lack of party members, but saving is. And also there should be some more magnet now, so I will check that before I finish this episode. Look, I've got a few new Moogles around. We've got Stilt Skin, and this time he's offering 3 items for 444 gil, so we do need to go ahead and accept that deal as part of the side quest to collect an item off him later. Thanks to you, kid, I can continue my journey. And Magnet from Mopley here. We've already read that one. And here's the letter from Monev. People are climbing up to Cleyra since the sandstorm disappeared. Kupo. I have a bad feeling about this. What's going to happen? Will Cleyra end up like Bomacia? Is there anyone who can help us? Kupo. Ah, poor distressed Moogle there. And this guy's going to pack up and leave with Stiltskin. So we'll go ahead and finish up here today, folks. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget to hit the like button if you've enjoyed this episode. If you need to, you can find the save games, my save game from this walkthrough on the FuzzfingerGaming website. So I'll post a link to that in the video description. So if you're just joining us and you want to start from this point, then you can go ahead and use my save game to catch up. And I'll be back soon with more Final Fantasy IX walkthrough action. So see you soon, guys. Take care.